Many years ago, in a small village shrouded in perpetual fog, there was an old mansion that everyone avoided. They said it was cursed, that whoever entered never came out the same. But that didn't stop Carla, a young woman with more curiosity than fear. It was a cold night when Carla and her friends decided to challenge the stories. The mansion door creaked as if protesting their presence. Inside, the air was heavy, and the dust danced in the light of their flashlights. In the center of the main hall, there was a huge mirror covered by a worn cloth. They say it reflects things that aren't really there, whispered Lucas, one of Carla's friends. With a mix of nervousness and bravery, Carla removed the cloth. The mirror was spotless, but it reflected something unsettling. At first it seemed normal, but soon they noticed their reflections blinked with a slight delay. One by one they stepped closer. Carla placed her hand on the glass, and her reflection smiled strangely. A second after she did, when she pulled her hand away, the reflection hesitated to follow. Maybe it's just broken, joked Marco, but his voice trembled. Suddenly, Carla's flashlight flickered and went out. When she turned it back on, her friends were still there, but their reflections were gone. The mirror only showed Carla, surrounded by shadows. "This isn't normal," said Carla, stepping back. But as she turned to her friends, she realized their faces had become expressionless, as if they were reflections that had forgotten how to act. Human. Carla ran to the door, but the mirror began to vibrate. Before she could escape, a cold hand grabbed her ankle. As she fell, she saw her reflection in the mirror smiling, but now it was no longer inside. Her reflection had crossed into the real world. The mansion door shut behind her. No one in the village ever saw Carla or her friends again, but sometimes, when passing near the old mansion, some swear they see a girl watching from the mirror, smiling with empty eyes. However, this wasn't the last time the mirror came to life. Years later, the mansion was demolished, but the mirror was sold at a local auction. The family who bought it took it home, unaware of the story that accompanied it. Weeks passed before they noticed strange things. Toys moved out of place, whispers at night, and strange footprints on the dusty floor. One day, the youngest daughter, Sophia, was home alone. As she passed by the mirror, she saw a figure watching her from the reflection. It was Carla. But this time, Carla wasn't alone. Behind her, shadows of other people moved slowly toward Sophia. "Help us," Carla whispered, but before Sophia could react, the reflection changed. Now it only showed herself. That night, Sophia vanished without a trace. Desperate, the family sold the mirror. Since then, it has passed from house to house, leaving a trail of disappearances behind it. Some say the mirror continues to travel, waiting to find you, reflecting a world where trapped souls await their next victim.